they're in big trouble, folks. It comes with a clear challenge. Solidifying the startup 3-on-3 in an increasingly crowded women's basketball landscape.
Monday, January 6, 2025 was already shaping up to be a seismic day in American sports, as the NFL's infamous Black Monday erupted with shocking intensity, leaving fans reeling as 6 head coaches were unceremoniously shown the door
Black
in mere
Monday.
hours.
Quote, I don't want to speak too much of what's going on behind the scenes, but I've made it very clear we're open to the ecosystem. I'm sure you are.
Every major sports network buzzed with relentless updates, live analysis panels, and non-stop speculation, as fans watched in awe while teams raced to reshape their futures under the glaring spotlight.
What you look at right now is there's a collaboration that's going on in NBA Europe. That was not a formal partnership before, as long as you can look at that space in an innovative lens.
Meanwhile, almost under the radar, another professional sports league quietly ignited what could quickly become its most defining and electrifying season yet.
He's literally bringing up other examples of collaboration.
Or maybe it's last. While the football world spiraled into chaos, Unrivaled, the venture-backed 3-on-3 women's basketball league, tiptoed into its second season at noon on a Monday, airing on True TV. With classrooms full and offices buzzing, the sports media remained glued to NFL drama, leaving most fans utterly oblivious that a game was even unfolding.
That may be true, but there's a belief within WNBA circles that the league is still at least one collective bargaining agreement away from being able to offer salaries that warrant exclusivity.
Then came a moment that sent shockwaves through the business side of women's basketball. Unrivaled president Alex Bazell publicly acknowledged something that would have been unimaginable just a year ago. The league might actually depend on the WNBA to survive. This wasn't conjecture, and it wasn't social media gossip. It was an official statement straight from the front office.
Coming out and talking about why the WNBA was created. It was created as a league opposite to the NBA.
Bazell openly stated that nothing was off the table when it comes to partnering with the WNBA.
So people would have
made it unmistakably clear that no option was off the table when it came to forging a partnership with the WNBA.
So people would have basketball to watch when the NBA wasn't playing. This league is in a lot of trouble.
To anyone fluent in corporate speak, that sentence sounded less like hope and more like a coded distress signal
dressed up as optimism.
But I'm guessing the ratings for those two games are going to be sub 100,000 viewers. Is that a success?
The timing is what makes this clash so merciless. Unrivaled wasn't debuting against WNBA preseason games or even college basketball. They were stepping onto the court right in the shadow of WWE's Raw anniversary on Netflix, a globally hyped spectacle built up over weeks of relentless promotion.
It is what it is. I mean, I think Project B is going to stomp this league right out of existence.
Here's your entire passage rewritten as a single, suspenseful, and emotionally engaging narrative, while keeping the word count roughly the same and aimed at a U.S. audience. At the same time, the NFL coaching carousel was dominating every sports show across the country, and this wasn't a crowded calendar by chance. It was a league prioritizing broadcast obligations over visibility, a distinction that matters. Then came a detail that quietly confirmed how dire Unrivaled's situation truly was. The league announced an arena capacity increase, not by 1,500 seats, not thousands, but 150 seats. When a professional league celebrates adding 150 fans, it isn't projecting growth. It's managing decline in slow motion, lowering expectations while hoping nobody notices. To understand how Unrivaled arrived here, you have to rewind to its launch. On paper, the league started with serious momentum. A Series B investment valued at roughly $340 million, positioning itself as the premier off-season destination for elite women's basketball players. Miami, high production value, short seasons, six-figure paydays for a few months of work. The pitch was simple. Play 3-on-3, stay sharp, earn, avoid overseas travel, and keep bodies fresh for the WNBA season. Credibility came built in, and Faisa Collier and Brianna Stewart, two of the sport's biggest names, co-founded the league, bringing legitimacy, trust, and attention. But a problem became obvious almost immediately, and it wasn't marketing related. Basketball players want real basketball. 5-on-5, full court, not a TV-friendly, condensed version. The league's brightest star, Caitlyn Clark, made that point crystal clear without ever naming Unrivaled. She opted out entirely, explaining her style doesn't fit 3-on-3. When your business model depends on stars and the biggest star declines, it's not timing or branding, it's structural. And it didn't stop there. Aya Wilson, Angel Reese, Sabrina Ionescu, all absent. Unrivaled's second season launched without the 5 most recognizable faces in women's basketball, devastating for a league that generated $27 million in revenue its first year on a $340 million valuation. That math only works with rapid growth, yet stars were resting, skipping the format, or eyeing future opportunities. Enter Project B, a rumored 5-on-5 traveling women's league, unannounced on TV, without schedules, yet already securing commitments from established stars like Alyssa Thomas and Jewel Lloyd. That isn't normal. It's a warning. Unrivaled wasn't just facing competition. It was facing an exodus. Project B's advantage? Authentic 5-on-5 basketball, the game players grew up playing, the game fans understand. 3-on-3, no matter the production, felt like an alternative. Then consider Unrivaled President Alex Bazel's words. Nothing is off the table. That's not negotiation from strength. It's vulnerability. It signals pivoting from ambition to preservation, from building the future to clinging to relevance. Early on, the WNBA declined partnership, a sensible move at the time, but now the landscape is shifting, with new CBA discussions potentially restricting off-season play. Unrivaled cannot compete on product quality, star power, or contractual freedom. Integration, becoming part of the WNBA ecosystem, is the only path forward. The optics at the season opener reinforced this reality. Empty seats in a 1,000-capacity arena, muted social engagement, the novelty of year one gone. Launching on a Monday at noon against NFL chaos and a WWE anniversary wasn't strategy. It was survival. The pattern is clear. A format the stars don't want, massive investment now fragile, intimate arenas consistently underfilled. Fans crave real basketball and familiar stars, and Unrivaled has neither. Now all eyes turn to the coming months. Will the WNBA absorb the league? Will Project B dominate? Or can Unrivaled survive as a 3-on-3 experiment? With M.